All right. So welcome to Team Zoom. Happy Sunday. We do these every single Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern. So you can always count on these. You never have to wonder, is it going on? If it's not, I'll post in the group. But we always have them unless it's like Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. That's pretty much it. So they're just fun to plug into because you always learn something new. This is like a mini training. Sometimes they're 20 minutes. Sometimes they're an hour. It just depends on who we've got chatting on the Zoom. Usually I have a guest on, so it's not me. It's usually like one of my sideline sisters who is triple diamond, double diamond, presidential, one of the top ranks in the company. I usually have guests on. Tonight I do not because I think everyone is gearing up for a conference and like promotions are crazy. So I think everybody's like not checking their inbox when it's It Works distributors. So you just got me tonight, which is okay. I'm super excited to goal plan with you guys and just like map out our week because we are ending the first month of the year. I mean, this is a big deal, and you guys have been shining all month. You guys have been killing it. And I'm super excited for what is about to happen as we go into conference and come out of conference. So for those of you who don't know what that means, because you're like brand new and you're like, what are you talking about? So we have an annual conference. Yeah, every single year we have conference, and it's usually end of January, early February. And it is literally the best thing you'll ever go to, and it expands your business like crazy. Hold on. It expands your business like crazy. It's amazing. It's good for just personal growth. It's good for building up in rank. It is literally the best thing we offer to our It Works distributors. And so I look forward to it every year. So if you're not coming this year, girl, I better see you there in 2020. We always say, like, no excuses. You get to conference. It's a paycation. We are paid to go to conference. Like, this is a tax write-off. It's super fun. And it's a blast. We get to hang out with our best friends. Like, me and 4 of my other teammates, we're sharing a hotel room. And then I've got another room blocked off for my girls. Like, we're just partying it up in Florida, and we leave on Thursday, and I'm super excited. We'll be gone till Sunday. So, and we get to grow our businesses doing that, which is crazy. So what I mean when I say is we're headed into conference and coming out of conference, y'all, it gets crazy at conference. When I say crazy, like the announcements, sorry, I'm really stuffed up, you guys. I'm not sick anymore, but I'm stuffed up. Hold on. Okay. I've been taking shots of immunity like it's Jägermeister. Okay. So, all right. They always announce something crazy at conference. They're going to have new products, new bonuses, new promotions. Like, they're going to have, they said this is going to be the best conference we've ever had. And for the first year ever, we have an actual guest speaker. I'm thinking it's Rachel Hollis, but I don't know. It might not. I don't know. But that's like, I got a little clue that I think it might be Rachel Hollis. Okay. So when I say that even if you're not going to conference, like, y'all, I went diamond. My nose is so bad. I went diamond while my sister was at conference. Her energy and her hype from just calling me while she was at conference. There was no FaceTime. I didn't have an iPhone. There was no Zoom. There was no crazy. We didn't have all that crazy stuff. We didn't Skype or nothing. She just would call me and say, like, guess we didn't have live on Facebook. So she would just call me and be like, dude, they just said this, like, listen to the people screaming. Like, she would literally call me just so I could hear the people screaming at the conference. And just from the hype and energy and promotions that they launched without me even being there, I went diamond right after she got home from conference. We both promoted, and it was crazy. So now going, I got to take my wrap off. My timer just went off. So, yes, I'm so excited, Destiny. So, like, I went diamond. I went from, I think it was ruby to diamond, just like that. I skipped emerald and went diamond just from the hype, just from her energy alone. So, if you're going, your energy is going to trickle into your team. And if you're not going, sorry, we'll miss you. And, man, you got to get there in 2020. But you're going to feel that energy. You're going to feel that hype. We're going to be in Better Together, like, going live and telling y'all everything. And it's going to be so exciting. And so I want you to be running, whether or not you're going to conference. I want you to be running right now. I want you to end this month so strong so that when we come out of conference on that, like, second and third day, y'all are like, oh my God, I'm so glad I was reaching out to people. I'm so glad I was on the cusp of Ruby, or that I went Ruby, because now it's go time. Like, I'm telling my rock stars right now, like, listen, I want you to move up in rank. by the 31st, I want you to be a different rank or maintaining that rank, because when we get out of conference, like the fire, I want y'all to be like, oh my God, I'm so glad that I worked my ass off before we went into conference, because now it's go time. It's so exciting. Conference is crazy. So really, really excited for the promotions coming up, you guys. But that means that we have to be really, what's the word? We have to be disciplined. We have to be ready to take action. And so for me, that looks like during a week, you know, guys, I was dead yesterday. You can ask Destiny. She came over for like 5 minutes and I was like, girl, I can't move. I can't do nothing. You could come grab some keto coffee and greens for me. But like, I feel dead. I feel dead to the world. And I was like, I felt like I was dying in my bed. Okay. But I still signed a distributor and a customer. And that is because we work from our cell phone. Like, when people give me excuses, I'm like, girl, no, everybody's got a cell phone nowadays. If you've got 2 thumbs and a cell phone, you can do this business. So I want y'all to take action, because it doesn't matter where you're sitting. It doesn't matter if you got a full-time job. It don't matter if you're pregnant about to give birth and you're just, maybe you're broke as a joke and you're like, I don't know what to do with my life. That was me when I started. I don't care what your situation looks like right now. I care for you. It doesn't matter what your situation looks like right now, because you can rock your business from anywhere with anyone at any moment. I know people who work at a factory. That was me. I worked at a factory, and when I would go on my 15-minute breaks and on my 30-minute breaks, instead of like chit-chatting about how much our job sucked with the other employees, I would be like, shh, bye. I would put my headphones in and I would just work. I would talk to people. Hey, have you tried that crazy rap thing? Horrible message to send. Still sent it. Still got great responses. And I still went diamond in 5 months, which meant I could walk out of that factory job and fire my boss. So you just have to be willing to give this business 30-minute increments, a couple times a day, 4 times a day. Do it 8 times a day. And you will be like, what? How did I just go diamond in 2 months? So if you can work this business in 10, 15-minute increments, you will be so glad you did on a daily basis. So I am going to ask, I'm sorry, I don't want to put anybody on the spot. Comment in the comments if you are Ruby and above and want to give your biggest business building tip. Now, like biggest business building tip, like what you love to do during a power hour. I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes to hop on and unmute yourself if you want to. You don't have to. If not, I totally got this. But if you want to share like your best income producing activity in the comments, whether or not you're Ruby and above, go ahead, because I'd love to hear them. But I would love for someone to unmute and give their input, because I'm telling you, I am very busy, you guys. I am very busy, very busy. I sometimes joke that I live in my car. We always have something going on. Like, we always got something going on. So when I say I live in my car, it's like, I'm always in it. So and I'm obviously not, with my 2 kids texting and driving, I'm not doing that. So you have to be willing, Joel will literally say, did you leave Flex City yet? Now, Flex City is where I work out. He'll say, dude, your class ended at like 6:15. Are you ever coming home? It's 7 o'clock. I'm like, oh, I've just been in the car. I needed to waste 45 minutes and just get this stuff done. So, answer back to messages, ask people to host a post, stuff like that. You can build your business to Ambassador Diamond through Instagram and Facebook. Isn't that crazy? Black Diamond. Like, you could do that through your cell phone. It's literally finding a couple people who want this just as bad as you do. And when I say a couple, I do mean 2. I don't mean 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean 2 people. If you can find 2 people who are like, girl, yes, I'd love to make an extra $500 a month. Okay, get them signed up and get them ready to go. And if you have to sign 10 people before you find those 2 people that are like running with you, that's fine. That's awesome. I sign 100 people before I find 2, 3, 4 people who actually are ready to rock and roll. In the meantime, though, those other, 97, that's awesome. I'm still getting fast start bonuses. I'm still getting commissions on that. I'm still helping them, even if they're running just for 20 days, I'm still helping them do that. And it's good for everyone. So I want you to know that you just need 2 people. You just need 2 people to run towards emerald and diamond and double. When we get into triple, that's when you need just 1 more rock star. When you get into presidential, you need 1 more rock star. Ambassador, 1 more rock star. So at the end of the day, it takes 5 people to go the top rank in the company. 5 people who are like, yeah, girl, I'm going to work just like you are. Like I'm being like dead serious. Like it's 5 people who are willing to fill out their steps to success a couple times a month and help other people do the same. So instead of waking up in the morning and stopping yourself dead in your tracks because you're like crippled by the phone, you're like, I don't know where to start. Just start. For 10 minutes, I want you to message people and say, hey girl, have you seen what I've been up to lately? That's it. If that's all you say, and when they're like, no, what have you been up to lately? And then they go and stalk you because they're like, so if you're posting about it works, they'd be like, oh. And then they're like, no, what have you been up to lately? You can literally say, I still say that. I've been doing this for 5 years. Have you seen what I've been up to lately? It's have you seen what I've been up to for 5 years? But they don't even realize that. So I'll say, have you seen what I've been up to lately? And they're like, no. I'm like, girl, I am helping so many people get started with their own social media business. And I'm helping people run for a $3,000 guarantee. Would you be open to more info? It's just having the conversation. It's just coming out and asking. And if you accidentally feel like you're going to shit your pants because you're so nervous, that's okay. That's okay. That means you're doing things outside of your comfort zone. And when you do things outside of your comfort zone, big shit's coming back around to you. Big things. It's uncomfortable because it's good. That's what it means. Just like when you're working out in the gym, man, I was doing this workout on the TRX band and I was like, this sucks. But you know what that meant? That I was like really seriously getting into my glute. And that was good. I'm like, all right, obviously I need this because this really hurts. And so it was uncomfortable, but the payoff is going to be that my butt looks better in all of my jeans. So there is payoff in being uncomfortable, you guys. There is payoff. So I want you to do the things every single day from now until the 31st. What does the 31st fall on? Thursday. Okay. So from now until Thursday, I need y'all running like you're going for ambassador. If you miss if you miss that, if you miss your goal, which, you know, it's going to be impossible to miss it if you are actually running. But if you miss your goal, okay, that's all right. That means that you're going into February ready to just carry that fire over and really hit the ground running all of February. So you can go executive and ruby and emerald and above. You know what I mean? And those are game-changing ranks. Those are, life-changing ranks. Executive is an extra like $250 a month. That was huge for our family. Ruby's an extra $500 a month on average. That was like, whoa, this business works. Holy crap. I didn't know what I was doing. And I was like, oh my God, I think I'm about to go Ruby. I did this all by myself at first. I didn't have an upline. So I was like, oh my God, Joe, I think I'm pretty sure I'm about to go Ruby. I think I'm lining it up all right. And he was like, no way. I'm like, dude, that's an extra $500 a month for us. We're being evicted. I just had a car repossessed out of our driveway. That's huge. That's huge for us. When I went Ruby, I realized that I was in this forever, that I could do this big time. And then I skipped Emerald, and Emerald is an average of like $1,000 a month. Whoa. Right? That's like, what? That's like what money to me? That's a lot of money. So I actually skipped Emerald and went Diamond because they're so close to each other that I was like, screw it. I'm going Diamond. I'm skipping Emerald. I'm going Diamond. And when I went Diamond, that's an extra $2,000 a month. So I was like, stop it right now. Like there is no way. And so I wish I could say it was because I'm a hustler who just knows everything, but it's not. It was God. And if you're willing to give this business over to him and like literally get to work and take action, he will show you what to do. He will provide. The universe will provide. You just have to have faith in that. So I want you to come up with this list of things you're going to do daily for your business. Y'all, I'm making my own self hot. I'm getting fired up. Like I'm literally getting fired up. All right. So I want you to sit down and I want you to decide, what are you going to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, the last 4 days of the month? What are you going to do for your business? Let me give you an example. And if you want to tell me in the chat, I would love that. I'm going to give you guys an example, especially for those that are new. You're like, I don't really know, what to do. I wake up every morning and I start by writing. I don't care how hard you work. Nothing will happen if your mindset isn't right. Nothing. You'll just drain. It's like trying to pour from an empty cup when you do that. So you can't pour from an empty cup. You sure as heck can't help your leaders. You can't help your team when you're like, I'm just working. That's all I'm doing. That doesn't do anything good for you. So I wake up and I start writing in my dream life journal because it just gets me, girl, this book is life-changing. So I don't care if you have your own journal. Get a journal and just journal. Maybe your journaling is your prayer. Maybe your journaling is literally the kind of life you want to live. I have literally, this book makes me basically write down my most perfect day every day. That's cool. Because I don't know if you know this, and I'm not going to get into this because this is a whole other topic, but your subconscious and your conscience, they don't know the difference between each other. So I will literally visualize making $20,000 a month. I will literally visualize in front of me my dream living room. I will literally visualize my bank account saying 20,000 because that's my next income money goal. Okay. Your subconscious will figure a way out to make it happen because it doesn't know the difference between what you're telling it and what's actually happening. So I could, like, if I tell myself, I hate my life, oh my God, I'm so negative. Oh my God, my life, I'm so broke and so just over it. And I'm so upset. And I just, oh my God, your subconscious is like, all right, we'll figure that out too. And it just, that's all you're going to attract. So I'm a huge believer in manifesting and obviously praying. So whatever your morning looks like, maybe your morning is like, okay, I'm going to get into the Bible. I don't care. Read 2 pages, maybe have some prayer time with him, maybe meditate because, you know, when you pray, that's you talking to him. But when you meditate, that's him talking to you. So I don't care what your morning looks like. Maybe you're not religious. So maybe you're like, okay, I just want to wake up and read a really great book like Light is the New Black or Eric Worre's Network Marketing Professional or Rachel Hollis, Girl Wash Your Face. Or maybe it's a podcast. Maybe it's a really great kick in the ass motivational podcast that just gets you like, okay, let's work. Let's do this. Podcasts get me hype. They get me so hyped. They make me feel like I can do, but it has to be the right person though. It has to be the right person. If you're listening to, 50 Shades of Grey on Audible, that's not what I'm talking about. You're not going to want to get to where you're just going to, there's nothing. So figure out how your morning is going to start. Camry said, make it a goal to message people every day for at least an hour. If you message people every day for at least an hour, you could message 100 people. Not a joke. That's easy. 50 to 100 people. Groceries were getting delivered, so I couldn't type, but I wanted to, that's nice. I love getting groceries delivered. But I wanted to add this about conference. Just by going my first time, I promoted for Ruby to Diamond in 2 weeks and got a $22,000 bonus. If you're going, take it all in. If you're not, still take it all in. Yes, and Kaylee is my double diamond leader, and she's amazing, but she can't go because she's pregnant AF, and she's probably going to have her kid tomorrow. So she can't go to conference. She shows us her belly. So she cannot go to conference. And this would be her, what, fourth? Yeah, this would be her fourth. So like she'd be going, but she can't. So it's life-changing. I'll never forget. She walked into conference as a Ruby, which is about $500 a month. And she got like a $1,000 bonus for that or something. Yeah. And she left conference 2 weeks later, went Diamond. That's a big difference. That's a big jump. Ruby, you need 5 people. Diamond, you need 24. So she just was running with it. She probably had a little more than 5 people on her chart. But point is, she got out of conference and she ran for it. There's something about attending events, even if it's not conference. If you are on my team, I have 2 things. If you're on my team, and this is from any leader, you'll hear this from any leader. If you're on my team, you're not using the products and you're not showing up to events, don't even talk to me about why you're not being successful because I won't even hear you. So like events and products, it will make you successful. Go ahead, Kaylee.
Just really quickly.
We both sound like crap.
I just feel I'm miserable. And it's not because I'm just dying.
Yep.
But I was just going to say, guys, because I was talking to someone else on my team about it. You might be boxed for a Ruby or something like that. And you're like, yeah, all these people are saying that, take the hype from conference or whatever, but I still need like 10 people to even be boxed for Diamond, or I still need, say you just started. Yeah, well, I still need 5 people to even go Ruby or whatever it may be. In those 2 weeks, you guys, oh God, I can't even breathe. In those 2 weeks, you guys, I still needed 8 distributors. 8 distributors, you guys. And remember that since I still needed 8 distributors, I needed all of those people to have all the volume they needed too. They needed all their loyal customers too, So it's totally doable. The hype that comes from events and the hype that comes from conference alone is incredible. So like how Kim was talking about, speaking things into existence and saying you are those things or saying you're already making that money or whatever it may be, that's what you have to do. I told myself, I remember it was like Kim, myself, I think Kenzie, and one other girl that's no longer in the business, and or two other girls no longer in the business, that were all standing by each other when they announced that. And I was like, I don't even care. I'm freaking going diamond. Like, I am diamond. I am diamond. And I said it over and over again. And it was my first conference. And you guys, I said it. I spoke it into existence. I didn't look at even what I needed. I just knew what it took to go diamond. And I was going to do that because I said I was going to do it. And because I talked about it every day and I said I was going to do it, I freaking did it. You know, so speaking those things into existence and just speaking about them and telling yourself you are that person or you are going to do that, whether you're at conference or you're not at conference, because like Kim said, who knows, I could be pushing grandma, my baby, when conference is happening. I'm still doing stuff. I'm still working. I still want to experience all the hype, even though I can't go, you know, so just really, really take advantage of it. I can't emphasize that enough.
That was good. It is. It's so exciting. Like, just attending events in general, like conference is obviously like, woo, like everyone counts down the days. Once conference is over, they're like, when's the next conference? That's how good it is. But if you can get to a mini boot camp, a green carpet, now we call it Try It, which is like a big wrap party. It's actually why I joined It Works. So if you can get to a Try It party, which is basically a wrap party where you bring guests. If you can get to, it's like the only thing we have that isn't like a training. So boot camp, green carpet, Try It. What else is there? I mean, something that I have personally, like maybe it's not corporate, it's just me, like having a dream board party. There is something about events. People always ask me, how did you get to triple diamond? Even like when I went diamond, how'd you get to diamond? I was like, girl, when I say I did not stop plugging in to everything that was available to me, I did not stop. Zoom. We didn't have Zoom when I went diamond, but I did not stop. I did not stop plugging into anything I could. And I remember running out of gas on my way to a wrap party that my upline was having. But I was like, I wanted to be surrounded by you guys. Like it literally fills you up. I was like, oh crap, I ran out of gas. Like I totally ran out of gas. It was really bad. But I found a way to make a way. But yeah, go ahead, Kaylee.
Only one more thing, because I don't want to talk because I can't breathe.
I know.
But I was going to say too that, and I think Kim, she talks about this a lot, you guys, and she really tries to like smash it into our brains, but it's for a reason, and she's done it. I mean, I've been around with Kim a lot longer than any of you guys have on here. I think Chelsea's probably the longest next. But since the moment I started this, she talks about events, and yeah, I've missed events. Absolutely, I have, and that's just me being honest. But remember too that when you don't want to go to an event, or you're like, this is gonna be dumb, or I've been to 8 million, used to be One Team One Missions, Try It. I've been to, it's the same thing. It's the same people doing it. If you don't want to go, that means you need it, okay? Because, and I even know Kim, this has happened to her not that long ago. She was talking about it. When you do go to those ones that you don't want to go to, those are the ones that you leave with the most fire in your belly. No joke. And just from my own experience, but even like talking to Kim, she will tell you that over and over and over and over again. If you don't want to go, you need to freaking go. And you know what? If you don't want to go also, that also might mean that someone else needs you there. Someone else might need to see you there, to talk to you, to just learn from you, to whatever it is. So if you're someone that's like, well, I'm not going to conference, so I'm not really going to stay plugged into it, or I'm not going, so I'm not going to get like, I'm not going to get on the lives that are on it or whatever. Or yeah, there's a Try It close to me, but I'm going to go alone, so I don't really want to go. You need to freaking go, you guys. You need to go. And not only is it a learning experience, but other than just like learning, it keeps you around those like-minded people, especially, and I'm literally only saying this because like I know how Kim was when she first joined. She was not the person she is now. So if she didn't go to all the events that she went to, she probably wouldn't be the person she is, because she wouldn't have stayed around like-minded people. She wouldn't have been learning off of them. She wouldn't have been, getting those nice positive vibes and things like that. So if you don't want to go to an event, if you literally said, I don't want to go to conference and you're not going now, that was a giant mistake because you needed conference and conference needed you. But there's always next year. But yes, so just stay plugged into those events, you guys. And one, they're in a million, I guess. Number 2, 3, 4, whatever. I can go forever. They're going to help you with your goals, you guys. You're going to see people that are just like you. You're going to see people that are 80 months pregnant like I am, and you can connect with them. Chelsea's going to see people that oh, Destiny, you're sweet. Chelsea's going to see people that have a little daughter, and she's struggling and she is looks like she's hiding in a bathroom right now or something.
I think she is.
She's gonna she's gonna connect with someone that has to do the same thing, and then that's just gonna light a fire in her ass even more, so I'm about to start crying. But yeah, so I just wanted to share that, and no excuses, you guys, no excuses. I see so many new people on here, which is so freaking exciting. So I'm sorry I just look like a obese wreck with a red nose. I'm really sorry. The first time but yeah, so I just wanted to share a little bit of that just because that's what was on my heart. So
yes. And so thank you, seriously, because it is like when they say when you don't need the event, that means that the event needs you. And that's so true. Oh, I had a cup. I had to yell at Joe. I was like, please get me some more water. My voice is like gone. Thank you, boo. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, events are a big deal. Events are a really big deal. And I wouldn't be who I am today without events. Oh my gosh. I don't even know if I'd still be with It Works. Because when you aren't around people doing what you're doing, when you aren't around people that are going after what you're going after, that are like-minded, positive influences, how would you succeed? You would just stay in whatever atmosphere you're in, and you would try to do this all by yourself, and it's so much harder doing this on your own. So much harder. Okay, so anyway, sorry. Comments are totally distracting me. Okay, so I'm super excited. You guys get the point. Conference is amazing, and you're going to get a lot of feedback off of us, even just in the group while we're there. So stay plugged in. But for these last 4 days, that's my point, is I want to help you guys goal plan. So for me, it's waking up and it's doing my dream journal, and I open up my Bible. I'm just going to give you my day. I open up my Bible. I read a couple pages, whatever I can. My kids are insane. And tomorrow's a snow day. So people are like, woo. I'm like, no. My kids hate each other. This is going to be a really bad day. This is going to be, no, not really. I'm not going to speak that into existence. I'm like, bro, that's not a good thing for me. I love having just Lucy around because she's so chill. When they're both together, they hate each other and they tell each other, I hate you. I don't want you around. Go away from me. And I'm like, oh my God. Went to his school dance, and 2 or 3 of his friends came up to me and said, Miss Kim, Eric told me he didn't have a sister. I'm like, well, there she is, live and in the flesh. Ladies and gentlemen, her name is Lucy. He's such an a-hole to her. So anyway, tomorrow I'm going to wake up and do my dream journal, try to do it in peace. I'm going to open up my Bible because Lord knows tomorrow I'm going to need Jesus more than ever. And I'm going to just read a couple passages. I'm going to get what I can get done, right? Because my state of mind and how you start your morning is so important, which is why 5 minutes before I go to bed and 5 minutes after I wake up, I do not look at my phone. I do not look at my phone. I don't look at my phone for a long time after waking up. That's bad. That's just anxiety as soon as you wake up. That's emails and messages and this and that. And no, don't do that to yourself. So open up a journal. Write down your most perfect day. Maybe write down your goals for the day, what you want to get done, and just really listen to a podcast while you're doing it. But I want you to start that way. And then I go right into host to post on Facebook. I ask people, I'm like, hey, would you do me a quick favor? And if anybody has the host post scripts, post them in the chat, would you? But I just say, hey, would you do me a quick favor? And they're like, what's that? I'm like, would you mind posting on your wall for me? If you do, and people actually place an order, I'll send you some free keto coffee, collagen, whatever I have, keto energy. Or you could say, I'll put you in a drawing for a free wrap. If you don't have a bunch of product, don't even mention free stuff. Just say, would you mind posting on your wall for me? And then they say, yeah, I would do that. Okay, cool. This is what I want you to post. And I have a script that I use. Chelsea's posting them. Thank you. So I use, guys, if you have iPhone, text replacement is a beautiful thing. I don't even have to type all that out or copy and paste. It's so easy. And so then they're posting for me and they're posting for me. And it's amazing. It's amazing because then these people are commenting and they're like, I want to grow my hair out. And I'm like messaging. And I sign up so many customers from Host to Post. So for like 10, 15 minutes, I'll ask people to just host a post for me on Facebook. Then I add people to my Facebook and my Instagram. I follow on Instagram and I add to Facebook. 50 people, on Facebook, and then 100 people a day on Instagram. Takes me 2 seconds. It's not hard. That's my day, okay? So I'm posting. So I'll do my post. I'll post to my story in the morning. I'll kind of let people in on how I make my keto coffee or what my kids are doing that day because, fun fact, stories, people love them because they can stalk you at a different level. It's not just looking at your posts. It's like, whoa, that was Kim in real life. Like she was talking. Her kids are being psycho. They were telling each other they hate each other. Like, whoa, Kim's a normal person. Oh, and then boom, there's a keto coffee in my story. And they're like, wait, whoa. And then it's back to my real home life. And they're like, oh, wait, so she does it works, but she has a family and she's normal too. Well, normal, quote unquote. So they see that. People love your stories. They love to get nosy. They love, and you can post on that as many times as you want. So that's a beautiful thing. On Facebook, I might do 2 posts a day. On Instagram, I do 1 post a day. And that's just a copy paste, that one. So literally, you guys, I'm posting, I'm messaging, I'm following up, and I'm growing my network in 15-minute increments throughout the day. That's it. Wake up, get your mind right, and then I want you to focus in 15-minute increments. Maybe for 15 minutes, you're messaging. Later on, another 15 minutes, you're making a post. Later on, another 15 minutes, you're following up with your current customers or maybe your current team members that just got started. And then later on, okay, another 15 minutes comes and you are growing your network. Whatever. Do whatever you need to do to get your business going. But you have to be willing to make mistakes, fail a little bit, get some no's. That's okay. For 5 years, I've gotten more no's than I've gotten yeses. But I would say, like going triple diamond, I'll go for the no. I'll go for that no because you're going to get a yes. It's not a matter of if, just when. When is that yes going to come at me? Tasia is a really great example, you guys. Fun story time. I did a party for a girl named Chrissy who I thought might be on, but Chrissy has been in and out of the business, you guys. And she'll say that, she's been in and out of the business. She got started and at her wrap party, she invited some people and Destiny and Tasia showed up. And I was like, you guys are literally the coolest people I've ever met. Destiny signed like a week later. And now she's become my baby. Like, that's my girl. And we're going to Florida together on Thursday. And she's about to go Ruby. Like, that was from a wrap party, right? Tasia was sitting in the same spot, same time, and said, I'd love to join. Had all these fears, doubts. Still didn't join until the other day. And it's been, what, about a year, Tasia? Like about a year, yeah. And she finally was like, hey, Kim, I'm still following your story. I want to get started. You guys, that is why you don't quit on this business because people are going to watch you, whether they join now or later. It's all in God's timing. And you have to trust in that. So when Tasia messaged me, I'm like, let's go. I've been waiting for you. I still see you on Facebook, but it's because I consistently, and if I'm wrong, Tasia, say it, but I consistently post about me and my journey. And I'm still doing the damn thing, even though Tasia didn't join right away. It don't matter that someone doesn't join you in that moment. They're still watching you. They still want to see you be successful. And then when it's their time, they'll jump in. So you just have to trust in that. You just have to trust in that. So don't quit because people told you no for a week. Keep going because you will get those yeses. You will get yeses. And it's that one yes that you're like, yes. Oh my gosh, that's all I needed. Kaylee was my yes that I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe she's joining my team. This is stupid. Like, I met Kaylee at a wrap party and she had a 6-pack of abs. She had a jug of water, a gallon jug of water. Now look at her. Her baby's got a 6-pack of abs now, which is cool. They'll trade when he comes out. And like, Kaylee was seriously, I had a wrap party at my cousin's wife's house and I barely even talked to them, but she had a wrap party for me. And fun fact, my cousin's wife is Kaylee's cousin. So Kaylee showed up with a 6-pack and a jug of water and she was like, no, I don't want to wrap. And I'm like, okay. And I was so new to my business that I honestly wasn't my sassy self. I was like, okay, then just sit down. I don't know what to do from here. Now I'm like, okay, take a seat. Don't give a shit. Who cares? And I was like, all right, cool. At the end of the party, even though I was stuttering and nervous and sweaty because that was the biggest party I'd done in my business yet. And Kaylee was just sitting on the floor looking all sassy. And I'm like, and that's where I came up with the term, you can make your six pack. What did I say? You can make your six pack here. Yeah, because I didn't say 8-pack. I was like, dude, okay, I get that you're fit and stuff. Like, cool, go you. That's awesome. But, like, quit being a hater. The 6-pack will make your six-pack here. And she was like, okay. So she tried to rap, and she sent me her pictures, and I was like, like, because I was so new. I'm like, oh, my God, it actually worked on her. Oh, my God. And she was like, it did. She was doing, like, a fitness competition. And so even then, though, took her a year. She got with me a year later and was like, all right. I had followed up with her consistently, and she was like, okay, all right, I'll do it. I'm getting on a plane. Y'all, my aunt was literally dying. She's fine. Thank you, Jesus. She's fine. My aunt was in the hospital. We did not know if she was going to make it. And I was like, I got to text Kaylee back really quick, Mom, because she's finally joining my team. And she was like, I'm getting on a plane. Here's my info. If it's not put in by the time I'm off the plane, I'm not signing up. I'm like, shit. Okay. So I signed her up because it was like a one-time get her done. She was like, I'm doing it or I'm not. So I got her signed up, and y'all, she was like, I'm like, no way is this girl joining my team. And she's become like a sister to me, 3.5 years later. So you just have to trust in the people that want to join you and that are supposed to be on your team. They're coming as long as you're willing to make the ask. Make an ask out of yourself. Be persistent. Be consistent. And continue to ask people. My favorite thing to do is post. From the beginning of my business, I have posted about why. Like, at first I was broke, being evicted. So I would post about why I joined It Works, what I wanted to come from this business, what I was going to accomplish. Then I started to actually accomplish stuff. So then I would say, oh my gosh, I hit Ruby. Now it's paying for this, and that. And then I would hit more, people were watching that. So I don't care if you're brand new or you've been in for as long as I have, which is 5 years, post and share your journey, whether it's not what you want it to be, or maybe it's real raw. People want to hear your story. And they want to hear why It Works is involved in that. And so I want you to talk about why you joined It Works, what you're going to accomplish. Maybe it's going to pay off debt. Maybe it's going to be the reason you're able to have a kid. Maybe it's the reason you get to move out and be on your own, whatever it may be. Chelsea, post about that. So people are like, what is she talking about? Why does she make money from her cell phone? It's annoying. Why does she get to do that? They will come. They will come. People are being silent freaking stalkers right now. For those of you that are new, boo-boo, I promise people are stalking you, but they don't want to say nothing. They're just stalking. They're waiting for you to get out of the game. They're waiting for you to, their applause is not even ready. They're waiting for you to dip out, fail, and say this didn't work. They're like, oh, and then they'll start piping up. I told you so. Yep, doesn't work. Prove them wrong. Prove them wrong. My whole 8 siblings, bunch of haters drinking Haterade. They still don't believe in what I do. When I walk in a room, it's as if we're talking about Satan himself. They're like, how, they'll ask each other, like, how's your job? Don't nobody ask me. They're like, don't talk about It Works, don't talk about It Works, don't talk about It Works. Like, it is crazy. They don't believe in what I do. They don't believe in me. When I got my new car, none of my siblings besides Harley even mentioned it. It's like they can't stand to see me succeeding. And that's just unfortunately how some close family and friends are. So they're watching you and they're waiting for you to fail. I want you to prove them wrong. I want you to be like, bro, I just got a $500 check from this company that don't work. What? Like, I want you to be telling people, like, I just got a $100 bonus. Celebrate those small but big wins. When you get a $100 bonus, shout that from the rooftop. That's a big deal. Those weekly $100 bonuses changed my life in the beginning. That was gas in my car, diapers on my kid, and some groceries. That was huge for us. So sign up distributors, have them get their first 2 customers, get those $100 bonuses. So you can be paying bills and rent with that. 5 distributors a month. That's $500 just in bonuses. So, all right, I'm really excited if y'all can't tell. But yeah, Kaylee said, when I went diamond, 9 million people came out of the woodwork wanting to join me, and they were all haters beforehand. Yep. People have to see you actually do the damn thing before some people are like, all right, okay. Some people, I had to go triple diamond, and they were like, okay, I've been watching you for 3 years. Like, what? Or 3.5. They're like, what? Okay, what are you doing and why? And I'm like, it took you this long? Okay, well. At least I was doing the damn thing in the meantime. Wish you would have joined me back then. Don't you wish you would have? Yeah. So you just have to keep going for you. You have to have your goals sitting right here. You have to have your income producing activities that you're doing for an hour at least every day, and just be consistent with that. Stop making excuses. Stop saying you don't have time. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. Make time. Make 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15-minute increments here and there, and you won't regret it. So I want you guys to really block out what your goals are for this week. Are you going for executive? Ruby? Do you need 200 in volume? Do you need 300, 400, 1,000? I don't give a shit. In 4 days, you can do whatever you want. Like, y'all, God built the world in 7. Like, please handle your business in 4. Okay, so y'all got time. Sienna is in an ambulance. Yes, I'm about to do the drawing right now. Sienna is in an ambulance while on this. Not her. It's her job. So, okay, let me do the drawing. If you guys have any questions, please post them now. I'm going to stop the recording. But before I stop the recording, make sure you hop on the family call at 10 p.m. Eastern. That's always on Mark Pentecost's Facebook page. Every single Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern, he does our family call live, and it's awesome. So I'm going to do the drawing right now. Make sure that you hop on that recording.